6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense set to take over, and it's the longtime veteran Ryan Fitzpatrick who leads the way.
Ryan Fitzpatrick's the kind of guy you want on your team in every situation, whether you want him to be your starter, whether you want him to bridge and help a rookie out like Tua Tagovailoa. It doesn't matter. He can fit every
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
34, Jordan Howard.
The numbers for Howard a week ago, 12 carries, 51 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Carry there by Jordan Howard, and we all know he started his career in Chicago and was a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher. Spent 2019 in Philadelphia battling injuries, but when he's healthy, can be a flat-out workhorse and can break down defenses.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second and 12. They'll try to throw here, Fitzpatrick. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And this is going to be another 1st down. They'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line.
A gain of 20.
Nice snag by Devontae Parker. While it took him 5 years in the league to have his first 1,000-yard season, he broke out in a big way. The former first-round pick had career highs across the board in 2019. In fact, his touchdown total for the year equaled his career total to date.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd.
Again, it's Fitzpatrick.
At the 23.
He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick will hand this to Howard. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Wilson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, so get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The former Missouri Tiger, Drew Lock, will be at quarterback as he leads out the Denver Broncos.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Jerome Baker, the Dolphins' leading tackler a season ago, tallies another one.
Baker in on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup.
From the 24, Lock. That's going to be caught by Judy. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it third and
2. Lock's going to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's the third-year running back, Philip Lindsay. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now
from the 36. Lock. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick.
That's good.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Lock. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Lock will try again on 2nd down. He's got it, the tight end, Jeff Hireman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Lock on the give. It's Lindsay. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Lock. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
That's good for us.
That was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. First down, right back to Lindsay. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Carrier. Raekwon McMillan on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
On 2nd and 9. Lock going underneath for Gordon.
Lock's pass.
Call it a 3-yard gain. And that'll bring up a third down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
38-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Broncos 3.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on them.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say we're negative sometimes.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
When I see Mike Gesicki make a catch, I'm reminded of his athletic ability and go back to the time we were leading up to the draft and showing his career highlights, including high school volleyball, where it appeared he was almost jumping over the net. I expect him to continue to grow in 2020, start to make progress in 2019. 5 touchdown catches and 570 total yards.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and now it's 2nd down.
Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
2nd down, looking to throw. Fitzpatrick. And he finds Howard complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And Fitzpatrick again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After after a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wilson. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Fitzpatrick on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Kalen Ballard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
1st and 10.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this 1st half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start out west at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And it is the Jets who have the lead late in the 2nd quarter. A touchdown there for Le'Veon Bell. From there, let's head off and check out a 2nd game. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. 34-23, the final score. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they lead that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Paul Richardson, a touchdown catch in that 1st half. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the 2nd half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
So second and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick, and throw right side complete to Parker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. And he's got it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown.
Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive, 4 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
KJ Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down? How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was
calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
2nd down, Fitzpatrick. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Block working out of the gun. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Dolphins have got him.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Fitzpatrick now after the fumble recovery. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Fitzpatrick's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3 on the handoff. This is Howard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brought down by Todd Davis. A 2-yard gain on the play.
They go with Howard again. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
He was brought down by Todd Davis. It's a gain of 3. First down, Miami.
Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A give to Howard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
Broncos 3.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Denver's offense ready to go again. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Locke. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about the possibilities for Cortland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went 4-1. I think they'll only get better and better. As for the season, Cortland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns with 3 different quarterbacks. Just put the ball in his vicinity, and he'll make a play.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
10 at the 21-yard line.
Locke going to get this out quickly. Sutton with it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 3 yards the gain there, second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, chances of getting that done? Slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On first down, they run with Howard. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Howard. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. Now Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Drew Lock once again leads the Broncos out. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all. And that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Got Gordon open, completes it. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd and short.
Third down and 3 yards to go.
Back to throw. Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. Lock on target to Fant for a Bronco first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Miami, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Start your week by installing your game plan.